It's Tuesday, August 4th, and this is your day starter. This week we start a new worship series that'll go to the end of August. And we're going to have a little fun with this one. We're calling it Once Upon a Time. The idea is we'll be looking at four particular moments or events in Scripture, some well known, some less known, and maybe trying to guess at the backstory or the alternative story about those things. I hope you'll find it fun. I hope you find it engaging. And maybe along the way we'll pick up a thing or two. I hope that as well. Our story for this week comes to us from Philippians, the 4th chapter, right from the first verse. We see there that in the Philippian church that Paul is writing to, there's a couple of individuals, Euodia and Syntyche. There's a lot of pronunciation in those names, but that's the way I learned it, who have been in conflict with one another. So much so that Paul, the old saint who helped found the church, who's now in prison half a continent away, feels an impulse in this letter that he's writing to them to highlight it. And he encourages them, whatever the differences have been, it's time to set them aside. That's the thing of human nature, isn't it? We can sometimes hold a grudge, and that's not in our best interest. Now, we don't know the details of the story. I guess that's what I'll embellish on this coming Sunday. But we can know what it's like to be in unresolved conflict with one another. It's not a comfortable place. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we avoid bringing it to its resolution. And if that's a struggle for you, it's certainly understandable. It's a struggle for a lot of us. But my prayer for you and for all of us this week is that we don't put ourselves in a place of unresolved conflict that is so long that some poor saint half a continent away has to get in contact with us to tell us, hey, you got to do something about this. At one point or another, conflicts do resolve. And the sooner we lean into them with authenticity and with love and honesty about who we are and the challenges we face, the sooner that happens. Something to think about. And oh yes, if you watched the children's time in last Sunday's message, I pointed to a particular tree and I encouraged people to try and find it. Children of all ages. So far, I think 8 people have found it. They've snapped photos of themselves in front of the tree and they have sent them to me, and they will be getting a small reward, but a reward nonetheless for this treasure hunt. Now, if you haven't found the tree yet, I'm about to give you a clue, so park yourself down and listen carefully to what I have to say. And whatever you do, if you don't figure it out yet, I don't want you to stew over it. Okay, I think there's a couple of clue words in there that might help you find the tree if you're still looking. Take care.